Well, I've been trying to organize my garage for about a year now. And this company, FlexiMount, sent out a garage storage rack. This is a 48 by 24 by 72 5-tier wire shelving unit. Sent it to me to test it and make a video about it, so this is that video. It's supposed to be real easy to put together. And I guess there's a couple of options. You can build it upright like this, which is what I'm going to do. But there's also an option to build it like this. So you kind of have a bench across. So you could put a board across the top of that. And you can make a workbench and then storage below. They sell them on Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description. But let's tear into this thing. We'll go through and see if we can get it put together. It's supposed to be real quick and easy. They even give you a pair of gloves and this little plastic mallet or rubber mallet. So you can interlock the pieces down into those holes on the sides. And the shelves are supposedly adjustable, so you can adjust them for the size of whatever it is you're trying to put in it with these keyhole looking things. All right, let's do this. Okay, so you've got 8 of these, probably 3 or 4 feet long, and these are the corner legs, and then they give you these rubber covers to put on the ends. You got to cut that off or tear it off. So when that sits on the floor, you're not going to scratch it up. You want the skinny side of that hole facing down and the big hole on the top. So when your shelf goes in here, it slides down. When these shelf rails go in there, if you look at it from the end, it's got a 90-degree corner here at the top and then a slant or an angle down. You want this angle down on the bottom. This is where the shelf sits across here, so you make sure that's on the top. And the shelf goes on the inside of the leg. Get that lined up and then tap it a few times. There you go. And then in the bottom of the box is all the shelves. They've got them all strapped together. So I'll just cut all these straps. And then these wire frames fit on the top of the shelf rack. Just sits on there like that. So there's half of it. Let me put the other one together and then I'll show you how it all makes like a workbench. So here's the configuration if you're going to build 2 side-by-side type shelves. And I've got enough parts for 1 more shelf. So one would have 3 and then 2. Then you could put a board or something across the top or just leave it like that. And then they give you 4 of these devices, and these will go on the end so that you can take this rack and stack it up on top of the other rack. Now I'm going to have to move this shelf down 1 or 2 clicks in order to get this on there. And then on the bottom of the next one that goes up on top, I'll have to move that shelf up. So if you're going to put it in a stack, you just need to be cautious about where you put these. All right, let me tear this all down and we'll reconfigure everything and I'll get it set up so I can stack them. And I wanted a little bit of space underneath that bottom shelf just so I can slide flat things up underneath it. And then you put these on the top of each leg. There we go. They give you 4 in the kit. You can't have a shelf in the way of that as it goes on there. It's got to be able to slide down. Let's put this last one on here. You can see how it just fits over the edge, pushes down, and there's a stop right there. So it only goes so far. And then the other 4 legs will fit into all 4 of those. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to lift that one up and put it in there the way it is or not, but let me try it. It's not too heavy. I might be able to do it like this. It's not how I would do it. I would just put the 4 extended legs and then build the shelf. And if I get them all 4 lined up, I should be able to just push it down. Just want to make sure I'm lined up on everything. So that's the hard way. But now you've got a 6-foot tall rack, 2 feet wide, 4 feet long. This package comes with the shelf kit. It's got a couple of screw inserts for the wall and then these 2 brackets. It's got one of those little keepers on it. And then you can put a screw into the wall and that'll keep it from tipping over. You know, you can put that higher up, but I'm not going to use those. My shelf is just going to be freestanding. But I wanted you to know that those are in the kit as well as the fancy gloves. The 5-shelf flexi mount garage storage shelving unit, built in the vertical position, all one unit there, 6 feet tall, 2 feet deep, and 4 feet wide. I'm really happy with it. It's really easy to build. I built it twice actually for the video to show you the 2 configurations. At the time of the filming, it's on sale on Amazon. I'll put links in the description. If they give me a discount code, I'll put that down there too. And I think it's definitely gonna help me organize. This is a much cleaner area than what it was before I started. And I'll put another video on the screen now I think you might enjoy. And if you'll click on that, I'll meet you over there.